the dollar signs were different. And essentially, it comes down to this. Look, our brains are wired to pay attention to certain things. And as I was researching more into this, if you simply learn to communicate in ways that our brains are predisposed to pay attention to, then you're going to stand out. And I mentioned it just briefly previously, and that is simply understanding that, again, our brains are wired to pay attention to certain things. So what are those things? This may be oversimplified here, but look, our brains are wired to keep us alive, right? And we are paid, our brains pay attention to things that help ensure our survival. Now, if your brain is looking for ways to help it survive, that means my brain is doing the exact same thing. And typically our brain breaks that down into, we pay attention to things that ensure our security, our resources, our belonging, our status, and also novelty. When I walk into sales situations, if I'm doing what my brain wants to do, I'm going to speak in ways that makes me feel great. But it's going to come at the expense of your brain getting what it wants. So how can I switch off my brain's insecure survival needs and be able to switch it around so I'm intentionally speaking to what you're wanting to pay attention to? I mean, to put it simply, how can I hear your need to be served if all I do is serve my need to be heard, right? So just first of all, being aware that my brain is trying to trip me up. It's not actually trying to help me become successful. It's actually just trying to help me survive. But what my brain wants is going to get in the way of what your brain wants. It's going to get in the way of what your brain wants. So once we understand that, that solves so many of the things. So you can start recognizing the behaviors and thought patterns that actually inhibit the way that you're establishing connection with others. And then the second thing it's important to understand is that people don't choose you. They choose their perception of you. And the words and behaviors that you engage in are providing people the materials that they're using to create their perceptions.